Comm is joining us here, and first of all, Comm, been the storyline throughout this whole thing. 5 games after 5. I mean, you guys, it's just you guys like the marathon, certainly not the sprint at this point.
Yep. we have we seem to not like fast series. I think we have something like 50% at least, 55% maybe game 5 ratio this or game 5 ratio or something like that so far this season. It's kind of insane.
Yeah, it had a couple of very entertaining series there. Started out today with the Charlotte Phoenix, and went back and forth. Started with a really high-scoring game, and then the defenses seemed to tighten up a bit in that middle part of the series. What did you see out there? What was the difference in the games going from, again, the high-scoring affairs to just edging it out by a goal or two?
Yeah, I think that's something that tends to happen in most series. I think both teams will typically come out kind of either not warmed up or just come out more confidently, and kind of just play worse and play faster and try to get to their usual pace. And typically, you'll just have really high scoring first games. And then once everything starts to settle down, nerves start to kick in. People want to try to, you're a lot less confident. You're going to go for less risks. You don't want to lose. If you're on game point, you want to win. You don't want to lose. So I think that tends to be a relatively common thing. It's just as the series goes on, people tend to slow down, try to make less mistakes.
You guys tend to do pretty well when you get to that extra session, that overtime. In terms of, for folks again who are just kind of dipping their toe into the waters of Rocket League, what is the difference in regulation and overtime? Is there a difference at all in how you guys approach it?
So at the professional level, I think you'll see a lot of teams again just they'll play more like boom ballish. They won't control the ball as much because that's how you. It's typically the way that you'll get more goals is by controlling the ball, but it's a lot riskier. One dunk goes straight into your net, you lose. So it's typically teams will just try to like boom the ball around, try to find a demo here or there, and then just try to make as few mistakes as possible because nobody wants to be the one that makes a mistake that results in a goal.
You guys earned another day of play here in this weekend. What do you expect for tomorrow, and who? What do you expect to see from your next matches here?
So I think Fire looked at it, and I think we're playing Ghost first tomorrow, and then we'll play we'll play loser of I think FaZe Envy. I'm pretty confident against Ghost, especially because we had a really rough week recently, and we've been playing really poorly. But I think we kind of figured out in the back half of that KCP series what was wrong. I think we figured out how to implement it better into our playstyle. So I think we're going to be pretty solid tomorrow against Ghost. And then Envy and FaZe teams historically have given us some problems in the past. I'd rather play FaZe of the two probably. We beat them last time, been really close the past few times we played them. But I think that'll probably be a really close series.
Well, Comm, thank you very much. Dillon, you have any questions for Comm here while we have him?
I did see Super asking, or he said that we'll have loser of SSG and Sonics, and if Super's still there, I won't steal that thunder by any means. But do you have a food-related question for Comm? I feel like that's always Super's bit if you're still in chat there. Well, Super's maybe responding, Comm. I did want to ask a random question that I thought of. I was watching, I don't remember who it was, but do you have any interesting binds for your controller? Do you have like a weird boost control, or what is your quip or your weird thing that you maybe have on your controller?
So I think honestly the weird thing about me is that most people typically have an extra bind or something like that for arrow roll. I didn't have that until very recently. I only added arrow right very recently, but I've actually played with default controls for the past like 3.5 years up until probably about 6 months ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, and I bound it all right, and I just I play claw as well, which most people don't do. So I pretty much played default controls in claw for the longest time, and I still play claw, but I added arrow right to my right bumper.
I'm a little jealous you can play claw because I think that would really help for Rocket League, to be honest. Let's see what we got here from Super. Would you go crushed ice or cubed ice in your drinks, my friend?
I don't know. There's something about. Well, I mean, I like no ice. As long as the drink's cool, then I think no ice. You get more drink. But between the two, probably I don't know. There's something about crushed ice. It's just nice.
Shit's a little different. There you
Yeah.
go. There you go, Super. I love that. I love that. That is a very important question. I don't know how you come up with these or where you put these, Super, but they're always genius. Well, thank you, Comm. Those were my 2 elite questions from my end, Zach. I appreciate it.
Very, very important stuff. Comm, question while we have you here real quick. Do you know what Stromboli is, and have you ever had it?
I don't. Yes, I have had Stromboli before.
Do you
like-
like it? Do you prefer it to like a calzone, or what is your thoughts on Stromboli?
Honestly,
that was a big question earlier.
Don't exactly know the difference between it and a calzone, but I mean, the times that I have had Stromboli, I liked it.
Well, enjoy your rest. Maybe go get some Stromboli. Do whatever you want here. You got a nice night out, but we'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Should be a fun weekend. More RLCS action.
Sounds good.